Let me walk you through the creation of projects using Jira. I just created my Jira account, logged in. Now, under projects, if I click here, uh, I can create a project. If I had to create project, click here on the create project. Then the beauty is it has given me a lot of templates here. Software development project, service management, work management, product management, marketing, human resources, finance, design, personal operations, legal, blah blah. So we can choose from this. So I already created one that was using Scrum for software development. So if you look at my projects here, I have created one Agile project with Jira, then a project demo, then another project for email campaign. Now, let us see this Agile project with Jira in detail. I'm creating a course for a particular training. So that is the scope of this project. Now, if you see the backlog here, first we created the epics. So design XIME course is an epic for me. Deliver XIME course is another epic. Conduct test 1 is another epic. Conduct test 2 is another epic. So we can create additional epics as well. Maybe evaluation can be another epic. So you keep creating epics. You can keep creating epics here. And once the epics are created, the next step I did was I created the backlog. Okay, so here we created the backlogs. And so while creating a backlog, it will ask for the type of backlog you want to create. It can be a story, it can be a task, it can be a bug, or it can be an epic as well. So here I created all as stories. The first story is design XIME course outline, and it is under design XIME course. That is the epic. The status is done, and I've given a story point of 5 for this, and this is assigned to me. Now, develop course material. Again, the epic is design XIME course. That is in progress. It is assigned to me, and it has a story point of 10. Similarly, additional tasks. Now, I can always create an issue without an epic also. Add a task you are working on. Now, train on Jira. That is a task which is not associated with any epic. So I can add that task. So when the task gets created, it is not, no epic is allocated to it. So for that, maybe I should create an epic here. That is tools. Then maybe I can add that epic here. So it is, first of all, it is assigned to me, and add epic. I wanted to add this to an epic, but I'm unable to see this one. The tools epic is supposed to come here. Train on Jira. I'm unable to because of some reasons. This new epic is not appearing, so okay. So I created the sprints as well. So the first sprint is APWJ sprint 1, and we have grouped these stories into that particular sprint. Then we have sprint 2 as well. That is, this is now started. This sprint has started. Uh, so here, if you see, a story of 5 is completed. A story point 10 is in progress, and a story of 3 which is not started yet. So it is done, in progress, and to do. Second sprint also I created the theme. The first sprint theme is design and develop course material. The second sprint theme is predictive project management. Again, deliver predictive project management. All those stories are grouped under this. I've not allocated the story points yet because that sprint has not started. Similarly, sprint 3, deliver agile. Then sprint 4, it is about closure. So this is how it is defined. Now, another view is the timeline view. I can see, and you can see the board also. So this is showing only for the live sprint. So I'm on sprint 1. Now let us say design XIME course is completed. Then I can move it from here to here. So the status will be automatically updated. Now, design XIME course, so that is also completed. Maybe train on Jira is in progress. So this is the current status. Now, if I look at the backlog, the status will be reflected there as well. So these two are done. The Jira, these 3 are done, and the Jira is in progress. So that is how it can be monitored. We can keep on creating issues. We can run multiple sprints in parallel, and we can assign tasks to resources. So you can add resources to the project. You can invite people. Then you can assign the stories to the resources. Then dashboards. So if you want to see the dashboard, we can configure this dashboard as well. So here we can see the the burn down chart, because the sprint is created only today. See this the burn down is not shown properly because I started and I'm almost completing the sprint today itself. But in real sprint, you'll really get the burn down spread on these things, and you can configure this. Tasks assigned to me, your company, a lot of widgets we can add here, the additional projects and all those things. Uh, so once your thought process is correct, once you know the epics of your project, and then you start with epics. Straight away, you can start the tool. You start with epics, and uh, and you can give start date, end date. Then we can create the backlogs. While creating the backlogs, we can assign it to the epics. You can attach these user stories to the epics. You can segregate it into sprints. You can create multiple sprints. We can run multiple sprints. So all the features of Scrum is available in this tool. We can calculate velocities because story points are captured here. And we can do a lot of labeling and filtering. A lot of additional things are available. Now, in this session, our objective was to create a project in Jira for an agile project and as an introduction. So this is a free license, which is an indefinite free license for less than 10 users. So you can also go to Jira and download the Jira tool or register there, and you get a free license, 10 user license indefinitely, and you can start using it. And as the usage grows, you add more team members to it. And once it exceeds 10 users, then you have to move to paid licenses. It is a very valuable tool for any meaningful Scrum distributed implementation of Scrum or Agile. We need this. So in one organization, and I went there, they were following Scrum, but there was no transparency into what was really happening. Then we went with a 10 user license. Then immediately we started seeing the benefits because there was absolute transparency into what was going on. Then the management was okay to spend money on the additional licenses, and in a quick span, within a quick span of time, I think we had around 70 user licenses, and that investment was justified. Otherwise, we will not have transparency. We will struggle to collaborate in a distributed team. So I like Jira. Uh, there are other tools as well. Trello is there, which is again owned by Jira now. But when you get a 10 user license of Jira, it is better to use Jira itself, so that You learn something, yeah, which is in demand, which is of value. The industry accepts it. So instead of spending time on other things, maybe straight away, if you're learning a project management tool, straight away start exploring Jira. I'll come out with more videos on the usage of Jira in the future. Now, the scope of this presentation was how to create an agile project using Jira. So if you are not used to, or if you don't have sufficient knowledge on about Scrum, because that is very much required to use Jira in an agile mode. So if you don't have that knowledge, maybe I provided the link to my Scrum training programs in the description of this video. So click on it, you can go and learn Scrum there, and then come back to this tool. Always start with epics, then stories, then tasks, then story point estimation, then define the sprints and group your backlog into sprints and start a sprint. And yeah, there are multiple views here. So if I see the board again, now train on Jira, maybe the first session is completed. So I want to move here. Now, if I go to my backlog, all the tasks are completed. Then I can maybe complete the sprint. So complete sprint, yes, I just completed the sprint. Now the sprint two, maybe we can start the sprint two. So likewise, when we complete all the sprints, the project is done. Thank you very much for watching this video.